So hi, Martin. Thanks so much for coming online with me today.
Yep, no problem. My pleasure.
Great. So Martin, you work for Futamura, and you are one of their wellbeing champions. So as part of this role, you're involved in the Super Wellness SuperChamps program. And so today, really, I'd like to, just talk to you about this, hear a little bit about your experience of this program and how you feel it's impacting the workplace. So let's start at the beginning, which is kind of what was it that really, inspired you or kind of drew you to becoming a wellbeing champion?
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's a good question, I guess, the why. So, I mean, primarily, this is for me about sort of supporting, if you like, well, two things really, which is one being our health and safety manager. And we have a really good sort of close-knit management team, and this was something that's really close to her heart. She wanted to, if you like, put some focus in the health of the health and safety. I think companies, especially big technical companies like ours, focus a lot on safety and how do we keep people safe, and that's absolutely right, but it's easy to forget that the health part, but that's really important, as especially in sort of looking after people, making sure that they have good, long, healthy careers. So that was her initiative, and I think it's clearly supported by the company as well. And being just, if you like, in the sort of research part of the company, then it's really important for me that we try new things, new sort of innovations, and innovation can be in the way that we do things as much as a technology. So yeah, that's my reason.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's a fantastic reason. So can you tell me a little bit about your experience then of being a wellbeing champion and the SuperChamps program so far?
Yeah, so within our company, there's, I think it's a group of about 5 or 6 of us who are all sort of, if you like, designated super champs. Although that's something we've been talking about recently, and whether we try and bring other people in from different areas around the company. But our approach has been to have that core group at the moment and sort of have regular meetings. And I think that's as time has passed, that's really grown. So what we're talking about, basically we're there trying to come up with, if you like, our plan for the coming month, and then months beyond that, thinking about which initiatives are going to hit home, what's really important sort of to each of us. So we've got quite a good collaborative sort of group going on. Even that in itself is quite interesting to be involved in. So yeah.
So do you find that, so with the SuperChamps program, we have the monthly campaigns with the toolkits and the various, I suppose, really colourful posters and challenges every month, and obviously there's going to be kind of monthly campaigns going throughout the year. Has that kind of helped guide your process a little bit?
More than a little bit, yeah. It's invaluable. I don't think we'd be able to deliver this concept. So I think, to be fair, I think again our health and safety manager said this was the thing that enables it, because a lot of the core work is done for us. What we can do is then take that and apply it in a way that's relevant to our company, but without the content and the all the information behind it, it would be impossible, is what I would say.
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd have to start from scratch, wouldn't you, really? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not where our expertise lies. So, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and what have you found the benefits have been so far? I suppose, I mean, you've mentioned previously a little bit about the benefits for yourself as well, with being a champion. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, from a personal perspective, obviously, because we're sort of continually talking about sort of health, and it's sort of just in my 40s, and it's something that sort of pops up into your mind about a more healthy lifestyle and what that sort of means. So it's really helped me personally to focus on health a little bit, and so I've made quite a few changes to how I live over the last few months, without a doubt. So that's sort of a personal benefit, I guess, of the program.
And what are the benefits that you're feeling then, Martin?
Honestly, like, I will wax lyrical about this, but like I do feel just a lot better all round, a lot more sort of energized. Lost a little bit more weight, but I think just the snippets of information, I think, depending on your sort of experience, I have tended to sort of train and exercise for quite a long time, but you don't always think about the nutritional balance and the impact that might sort of have, the effects of aging and muscle sort of wastage and things like that. So you start to pull in all of these other bits of information, and you do a more rounded approach to, if you like, health.
Yeah. Great. So you actually recently took part in our 6-week metabolic kickstart program. Could you see within the team, within your colleagues, that they were experiencing any benefit, that there was an impact on their health?
Yeah, I think, so one of the big ways of judging that is just the sheer attendance we had, because obviously, these were offered up as voluntary come along if you're interested type sessions, and we regularly got a huge chunk of the people that were available to attend live attending.
Sorry to interrupt there, but that was something that was really, highlighted to us as well. Because generally, sometimes on the programs, there'll be certain webinars or certain sessions that people tend to gravitate to. But we had a consistently kind of high number every week, which was fantastic.
Absolutely. And I think, just that in itself is a measure. I can say as well, we know that we had many more people watch the videos after that as well. So for the number of people that attended, there was further, if you like, viewing of it, which is great. Some people preferred to do it that way. I think just in general, then beyond that, quite a lot of sort of, if you like, positive conversations. I think things like this are quite difficult to measure. People are always looking at where's the measure. But I think the delivery of the content and getting that message out, and then the way people respond to it. And I think what some of the messages you get back are certainly people feel like the company is really, if you like, caring and investing in
that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that will just make them feel more valued, and kind of it just has a knock-on impact, doesn't it, really?
Absolutely, yeah. And if a few, certainly I've changed a few of my habits, and if everybody can change 1 or 2 habits, then that's bound to, have a positive impact, is my view.
Yeah. So finally, we've spoken about all the really positive stuff, but there are some challenges that you'll face as a wellbeing champ. Can you kind of share with us any of the challenges that you have faced and how you kind of worked around that?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's probably the hardest question you've asked there. To be fair, I can't give you a huge list. I think probably what we want is for this to be a coverall. We want everybody to engage with it, and it's not always, it's not always possible to reach everybody, to get everybody to engage like you want them to. I think, our approach is to just keep putting the information out there and making it available in lots of different ways. So one of the things we've just recently done is we've actually made space all over the factory for this, if you like, SuperChamp kind of board. And on the board, we've got some of your content, the posters, the recipes, different things going on there. We're going to be running some competitions through the year, lots of different ideas like that. And that's our approach, really, is just to keep offering this up in different ways. So eventually we get more people engaged. But
no, that sounds fantastic, because of course not everyone's office based, are they? So we've had to kind of adapt, although not everyone would have been able to attend the online program. So using that space for the posters, it's a fantastic idea. So and as you say, just that feed, and maybe one campaign 1 month really resonates with one person, and then the next month someone else, and gradually just kind of trying to draw them in. So that's fantastic that you can, that you've recognized that. So that sounds great. Any final thoughts, that you would maybe give to a company who's thinking about considering the SuperChamps program?
I think, you know, my message is if it's something you're considering, then it's clearly something that is of interest or you've recognized is, you know, important to you as an organization. And, you know, our experience so far is it's fantastic. I think going back to what I said before, there's, you know, all the help, the support, the content, the people that you get to access, everything's really open, friendly, supportive. You know, I think you can only ever give these things a try and see if it fits. That's what I would encourage people to do. But
Thanks so much, Martin. That's been fantastic.
okay, thank you.